Hello, beautiful people on the internet. It's me, Gratify Waters, and I'm here to tell you what if Deku had Luke Cage's powers, part 10. And before we jump into the video, please, I want you all to do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and comment down below any what if ideas that you have for me. So, now that I've gotten that checklist out of the way, let's jump into the story. Quick recap. So, last we left off, everyone came back from their internships and then they went to go show their stuff and what they've learned over the first week from the internship in a test that All Might had created. A race to show where everyone stands. And Luke Cage, or Deku, or Power Man as he calls himself, went to go show off his new support item, his Chi Gauntlets, which allows him to create stronger punches and launch concussive blasts, kind of like Bakugo's explosions, but, well, not exactly like Bakugo's explosions, more like All Might smashes whenever he creates wind pressure, but it's more like a concussive blast, and he gets this by the suit absorbing kinetic energy and then redirecting it into the gloves. Since that he is invulnerable, he'll be able to take much more, he'll be able to take the hit and then dish out twice the damage, since he interned over to Fat Gum. And Bakugo had showed off his full cowling, which took everyone by surprise. But then after a quick lie here and there, they went to go explain and then everyone was GG about it. And then All Might had called Izuku and Bakugo to the conference room after school, and he told them about All for One, what he does, the origins of One for All, and how Bakugo, it's his job to defeat All for One. Izuku is pretty pissed at this because All Might also tells him that the person that he's talking about, All for One, was the person that imprisoned him and turned him into what he is now. And he's not taking this lightly. And he just left. All Might tells Bakugo to watch over the poor kid because, well, what happened to him those 2 years ago was not funny at all. What happened to him all those years there was not funny at all. So Bakugo agrees and then tries his best to recompensate with Izuku, but nothing is working. He's just been quiet or just getting into angry fits and then just leaving. So now we cut to the current day, where Aizawa tells them about the entrance exams. As he leaves, Mina and Kaminari start to freak out because, well, you know, they are the last two. And everyone is just also freaking out. Izuku doesn't really give a damn. Bakugo is just trying to tell him that, hey, final exams are coming up, man. And Izuku just looks at him saying, whatever. Kaminari and Mina starts to ask some people for help, and Yaoyorozu, she comes in and then she tells them that she can help them. So Kaminari and Mina are, well, praising the Lord Almighty because they know that they ain't gonna fail the written parts. And then a bunch of others come too, such as Seru, Ojiro, you know, all them people. So, yeah, they start to study for those 3 days of hard-earned written exams. And, well, they were pretty confident in their scores. So now they're worrying about the practical exams. As they head into the cafeteria, everyone is just talking while Izuku was minding his own business until Monima tries to hit him in the back of the head to annoy him, but Izuku doesn't feel this, and then Monima is like, wow, what a hard head. But then again, what am I supposed to expect from someone from class 1A? Izuku just gives him a glare and then goes back to his food. And Monoma continues to diss him and everyone in class 1A, and they're pretty pissed about it until Kendo comes and karate chops him. She says that you have to forgive him for his impoliteness. He doesn't really mean it. Izuku just said that if he hadn't shut up 2 seconds ago, I would have blasted him across the walls. Monoma just managed to wake up and then just says, see, even now he's still pop. Kendo shuts him up again with a karate chop. So Kendo overheard what they were saying, and she says that they think that they are going to just be fighting robots, which excites me and Kaminari. But Izuku's mood doesn't change at all. And Bakugo is a little bit worried about him, but keeps it to himself. And then Kendo exits with an unconscious Monoma. So now they are preparing for the final exams. And then all the teachers appear, tells them how the final exams is going to go, and tells them that they are going to be facing the teachers. Everyone is shocked, saying, what? But you guys are pros. And hold on. Sorry about that. Something came up. Had to take care of it. So anyway, the teachers were explaining that they had to that they weren't facing robots, they were facing them, and everyone was like, what? But you guys are teachers. You're pros. We're just students. And Nezu pops out of Eraserhead's scarf and he says, indeed, that is why we're putting on these. Created by Mei Hatsume from the support course. She's a pretty brilliant young woman. She was able to create wristbands that will apply weight that will double our normal weights. So he starts to set up the teams, and Bakugo and Izuku realize that they're going to fight All Might, and they were like, All Might. And All Might just starts to laugh and then says, yes, young heroes, so be prepared. So yeah, they go into the monitoring room waiting for those guys to finish their tests. Izuku just goes into his own room and then starts doing his own stuff, just waiting for his own turn. Bakugo goes to meet him and then tries to talk to him, but then he blows him off. And then Bakugo just had enough of it. He says, enough, Izuku, okay? I get what's happened to you, but you can't just be acting like a dick. Just tell me what's wrong with you, man. Izuku just pauses at this and then says, personal truth, I don't know what's wrong with me. Just that I'm shocked that bastard that did this to me is the same person that you have to face. And I don't want something like that to happen. I don't care if you're some kind of chosen one by All Might. Okay? I want my revenge. If there's anything else that I want to do apart from being the greatest hero that ever existed, it's my bloody damn revenge. Bakugo just looks at him and then says, you never talked like this before. Izuku just responded saying, well, you've never met this side of me before. And then he leaves. And as he leaves, he sees in the monitor systems Todoroki and Yayarozu versus Eraserhead, and then watches the match. Then he starts to think of ways of how he could handle All Might essentially on his own, because if he can't even beat the current symbol of peace, how in the hell are they going to beat All for One? Kachan starts to contemplate on his own plan and then says that he has to create some kind of distraction. As much as he wants to take down the symbol of peace and prove his own strength, I'm pretty sure that both of them together won't even stand a chance against someone with his own power and experience. Even though he knows that All Might is weakened for a while, he's still seen him in action, and there's a reason why he's still number one despite everything. So they think that their best option is to run. Basically an inverse of the canon, but for reasons. So the last match finally ends, and it's now Bakugo and Izuku Midoriya versus All Might. And so they go into the fake city. They start to discuss about their plans. Then they begin to argue. So when they argue, All Might on the other side of the city cocks back his arm and then unleashes a smash. As he's unleashing a smash, Izuku pounds his arms to activate his gauntlets and then tries to create a concussive blast to defuse All Might's smash. It kind of worked, but not enough. It didn't push them back, but it kind of distracted them and nearly got them off their feet. And well, everyone is just looking at this saying, man, am I glad that I'm not part of that. Mina and Kaminari just as to say, well, you didn't get to face Nezu. That man is a beast. And then Nezu looks at them with a cute smile, but there's murderous intent hidden behind that smile. And so they begin to apologize, saying that we're not worthy. Nezu just dismisses this and says, no, don't worry, young students. Now let's just focus on the battle on hand now. And then they're saying All Might and Deku trying to go against it. Bakugo goes for a one for all and then tries to do some explosions while some smashes. It is working, but not enough. And then he smashes Bakugo across the other side of the city. As Izuku is being pounded, he's using his gauntlets to create more and more punches. All Might just has to say, those gauntlets are pretty useful. I'm not going to lie. But he grabs one of Izuku's gauntlets and then breaks them. They can be easily broken. And so he punches Izuku and then that sends him flying across multiple buildings. And he looks to his left to see that Bakugo had prepared a howitzer smash. As he does this, it does knock out All Might. Well, not knock him out, but just leaves him there, like staggers him, and then he begins to run towards Izuku. As he manages to find Izuku between the rubbles of the building, he begins to carry him to the finish line. All Might just appears right in front of them and then basically bitch slap them both to a building. Both of them just look at each other and then realize that they're going to really work together if they're going to beat this man. Izuku looks at his left gauntlet and then sees that it's gone blue. He can't really take another charge, otherwise it's just going to be destroyed. So now he has an idea. He says, give me one of your gauntlets, Bakugo. Why? They're filled with sweat, aren't they? Yeah, but then give me one of the damn gauntlets. Bakugo is like, fine, but what are we gonna do with them? And then Izuku puts on the gauntlet and then just says, follow my lead. Distract him as you can, and then when you know my signal, unleash your own gauntlets. Bakugo is like, alright. Then he gets up. And as he gets up, he launches all kinds of explosions at All Might, distracting him. And before All Might could even hit him, he's in full cowling mode and he's dodging all of All Might's attacks, but barely. Then, as he leaves after stunning All Might with a stun grenade, all he sees is the barrel of Bakugo's gauntlet, which is being held by Izuku. And then he unleashes it. And as he unleashes it, Bakugo follows it up with another explosion from the back, pushing him towards Izuku. And then Izuku, with his gauntlet fully charged, winds his arm back and then smashes. Basically, think of it as an United States of Smash. That's how much of an impact it caused due to the momentum. And it smashes All Might into the ground. As they did that, they fall towards their knees. And then they were like, they won? They won. Against the symbol of peace. Those two are scary. Those two may be great heroes, but as a combo, they're scary. And then all of them begins to agree. And Izuku is panting and panting. And Bakugo just comes and then helps him up. They do help each other up. And Bakugo says, it may be my destiny as the chosen one to face All For One, but it doesn't mean that we can't do it, that I have to do it alone. You may hate him, but I will be there to make sure that you don't go over the edge. Because your friend Ida nearly did that and he regretted it. So you still get your licks when it comes to All For One. Got it? Izuku just looks at him and then just begins to smile. Yeah, you're right. Few hours pass and All Might congratulates on the two on beating them. Because that was a pretty solid plan, if he does say so himself. Bakugo is all like, man, don't look at me, it was this guy's plan. And then Izuku is like, yeah, but it was your gauntlets that saved the day. Well, you're the one that delivered a hell of a smash. Like, seriously, I couldn't have done it better myself. Izuku is like, oh, please, if not for that one for, could you even do a smash? I do smashes for breakfast. Literally, the first thing I do is smash. And Bakugo is all like, whatever, mate. At least you're back to normal. And I'm glad about that. And then Izuku just begins to smile. So, yeah. That is how that day ended. And after a few days, they get their results. And some of them are disappointed with themselves because now they won't be able to go to the forest camp. Eraserhead tells them that they shouldn't worry, they'll still go, but those that failed, you have to work harder. Everyone cheers, and the people that failed, sweat drops because they know that this man Eraserhead does not joke. So yeah, Bakugo and God, I'm so dumb. Bakugo and Izuku just look at each other, pound their fists, and it says this is gonna be the best summer ever. And that is where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I hope that you enjoyed my what if. This is Gratified What Ifs. Please do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell before you go. And I'll see you all next time.